Elvira, congratulations. It's another 20 out of 20 hits, another pursuit victory. But it's the first time you start with first and you win. How special is it?
It really means a lot. I started with bib number 1 in rope holding last year, finished second, but I mean, to be able to do what I do today, to start with bib number 1, to be in the lead the entire race and shooting on lane number 1 and shooting clean, that really means a lot. It means more than just a victory today. It's to be able to do these kind of races, multiple races in a row, this is exactly where I want to be, and it's basically I'm living my dream. I can't wish for anything more than to be able to perform on this level, and I'm really proud that I managed to get here.
You should be proud because it's not an everyday task to do this, and especially I think last year everybody was looking at your results and said like, yeah, she's skiing really strong, but she needs to hit those targets a few more times maybe. Today, not the fastest ski time, but you got all of them down. So what changed, and was it a plan? Was it the legs maybe a bit heavier?
Yeah, I'm really struggling in the track today actually. I'm not 100% sure why, but it's the third day on the altitude, which can be a difficult day, and it's, for me, as someone who always staying on the lowland, it's not the perfect opportunity or perfect conditions, but since also because that I'm struggling, I really am focused on the shooting range, and I show for myself that I'm not only a good skier, I am a good biathlete, and I've taken this step to be a complete biathlete and not only shooting good sometimes. It means a lot and gives me a lot of confidence for the future to know that I can do these kind of races, and it's nothing special. Of course it's a great race today, and I can't expect that every day, but it's not something that happens once in a million. I can do these kind of races a lot of times, and that really means a lot.
Now it's with 2 wins here, you're obviously spicing up even more the fight for the overall. Is that something you are thinking of?
Of course, I notice. I know what the standings are, and I want to perform good in the total score this year. That's no secret, but I think it will be a tough fight the entire season. Julia really shows that she's also a good biathlete. Even on a not perfect day, she can still manage to be in the podium because she's such a stable biathlete, and yeah, I think we'll have exciting competition to the end of the season.
Now, obviously, this year things change a little bit in the scoring system, and the World Championships will not be giving points. So, is there any focus specific, more on the World Championships, more on the World Cup, or you're taking as it comes?
A little bit as it comes. Of course, you have to be able to adjust if something happens, or if you get sick, or anything, or if you're really tired. But now, until Antholz, at least, it's full focus on the World Cup. This is my main goal, and then we'll see. Of course, I want to be in the best shape possible in Oberhof, but since I've given myself this opportunity to fight for the total score, I really want to take it and do my best.
Now, obviously, it will be a coach's decision if you run the mixed relay, the single mixed relay, if you take a day rest. But if you can decide, what will you do tomorrow?
It's a difficult decision if I get to decide freely, but I know that the mixed relay 7.5K with only 2 shootings should suit me quite good, but it's also the last single mixed relay before the World Champs, and I've never raced one, so but we'll see. It's Johannes' decision.
Well, for now, I guess some rest.
Yeah, at least now focus on a lot of rest till tomorrow.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Dorothea Wierer, second place, is best result of this season. Very tough race, but you looked in great shape. Is that also the feeling inside?
Yeah, it was for sure a good race. The feeling was better than the last races, and yes, the most important thing was to have a good shooting, and I think with one mistake it was okay today.
It totally was okay, and we've seen in the past days that even though it's an easy range, or so they say, there's still lots of misses. Yesterday, especially with the men, we've seen a lot. So how do you cope with these conditions?
Yeah, I mean the shooting range, it looks really easy because you come from a downhill, But that is the problem, because maybe you want to shoot faster because you feel fresher maybe, but finally you have to be really careful. And today I was shooting really slow, and I just wanted to hit the targets, and it worked well, I think.
Absolutely. I was about to ask you this today compared to the other times. You took your time, so was the focus really on each shot?
Yes, because my steering was not so. The feeling from the steering was not so good, and I was shaking a little bit. But I was just thinking about shot by shot, and I really wanted to close the targets, and I think it was okay.
You looked quite strong on the tracks, especially in the final loop. What did you think, knowing that some strong skiers were behind you and you could see Elvira in front of you?
Yes, it was really tough today, because in some points of the track it was really slow snow, but the rest of the track was okay, and I just was like all the rounds alone, and it was not so easy for the head. But yes, of course, I saw in the first loops Elvira and Julia, and it was just behind me Paulina, and so it was a little fight, but I think it was okay.
Now, tomorrow we have the mixed relay and the single mixed relay. Do you know if you're going to run one or the other? If you can decide, what will you run?
No, that's a decision of the coaches. But I think they are just waiting the main race, and then we will decide. But I have, yeah, we will see. The main team is really young, so we will watch Tommaso and Didier what they will do today, and then we will decide for tomorrow.
Now, you are the experienced one in the team. How does it feel to see these young guys especially coming through?
Yes, I mean, Tommaso and Didier, they are really strong, and they are 10 years younger than me, so they have a lot of years. Oh my God, a lot of races, but you can see that they really want to get to go on the top, and to be the best biathletes in the world. But they have a lot of time and a lot of years ahead. So good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Julia Simon, another podium in the pursuit. This season, never worse than third. What's so special with you in this format?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Yeah, it was a really good battle today. I missed two targets. It was too much for a fight with Elvira, but another podium, and I'm really, really happy with this performance, because it was so hard on the track for me today. And yeah, it's another podium in pursuit. I really like this race, and I'm really happy. Here it's nice with sun, snow, and some fun here. So yeah, it was a good day.
You looked really tired on already the first loop, but then the last one you really attacked so hard. So was it like you were managing your energy, or where did you find the force to attack in the final loop?
Yeah, it was just try to survive. Yeah, it was really hard since the beginning, but after the last standing, when I saw that I was on the podium, I say, okay, you need to fight, because it's a podium, and it's not something you can do all the time. So yeah, you really need to fight for this podium, and yeah, it was just in my head. I said to me, just push one more time, and yeah, really happy, because it was a really, really hard race.
Absolutely. And then you shot really fast on both the standings, below 20 seconds. Is the condition that allows it, or did you not think and just feel that you could go fast?
I think this shooting range is not the hardest on the circuit, but yeah, I try to not to think about some, just try to think about one thing and breathe, and yeah, but I think the first one was maybe too fast. The first target I shoot really too fast and I miss it. So yeah, I try to be more focused on the last standing, and yeah, I think it was the key for another podium today.
Now in Pokljuka you had a great emotion a few years ago in the mixed relay. Are you planning to run the mixed relay or the single mix, or you don't know yet?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I don't know. We will see. But both are really good race, and I'm really happy to be part of this team. And if I will give everything I had for a podium with a teammate. So we will see this evening what I can race.
Well, congratulations and get some rest.
Thank you.